We'll switch to a bit of a related topic now and take a look at a number of Somali politicians in Minnesota who are receiving sizable campaign donations from their fellow countrymen who just happen to work in their state's fraud-plagued daycare industry. According to an eyebrow-raising new report, a number of people of Somali descent who currently run daycare services for children, the elderly, and more, now contributing tens of thousands of dollars annually, all to support the political campaigns of their fellow Somali candidates. Take this all in. The report claims that since 2020, the Somali daycare providers have gifted at least $138,000 to local politicians of Somali descent, adding that, in reality, the amount of those contributions is likely much, much higher because not everyone divulges their true occupation. Goes on to point out that although none of the contributors on the current list has yet been charged with any type of crime, when it comes to local elections, these types of relatively small donations can go a very long way in helping a candidate ultimately win that popular vote. Also says, sounds like voter fraud. I just thought of that. Also says that many of the people who receive these cash gifts ultimately respond by supporting policies that directly benefit their own Somali communities. According to the report, one of the individuals who received a sizable number of these contributions is Minnesota State Senator Omar Fateh. I think I said that right. Omar Fateh, who recently lost his bid to become mayor of Minneapolis. Coincidentally, the way he was endorsed by none other than Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who said at the time that Fateh would be the right man for the job because he understands the struggle of the people he represents. Like Omar herself, Fateh also received significant campaign contributions from people involved in his state's Feeding Our Future fraud scandal before ultimately donating those funds to local food charities. Final thought, and this is the News Roundup Lowdown. America filed this story under the term coincidence. And while you're at it, quit exaggerating. I'm getting tired of the exaggerating. By now, we all know that the fundamentally non-corrupt state of Minnesota, a drop or two of fraud has been reported, and by some accounts, the fraud committed under the watchful eyes of that state's extraordinary leader, Tim Walz, it could top $9 billion, and maybe a smidgen more. Hey, we get it. A couple of folks who happen to be of Somali descent donated a smidgen of cash to a few politicians who, as circumstance would have it, are also of Somali descent. Again, keyword coincidence, and we see absolutely no proof of a quid pro quo relationship. After all, if we're to believe that the reports of staggering fraud in Minnesota are legit, then many people would have already been arrested, charged, tried, found guilty, and received prison terms. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That already happened. Hey, but look, if fraud could be authentically, empirically, irrefutably proven, then the governor of that state would most likely not run for a third term later this year. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too. Brother Walz just said he won't be running for governor following his disastrous second term. Now, like I said, it's all just a coincidence. Couple of goofy accounting mistakes. Nothing to see here. And outside of the guilty verdicts, convictions, and more, Minnesota state politics, it is a thing to behold.